The spiritual community is a new community who has a very loud voice. So that's going to be my audience. I'm going to talk to them.
Always keeping our attention elsewhere.
They want you to stay sick, because if you stay sick, they make money. And a lot of people may think, like, why do they want to do that? Overseas, pharmacies literally make potions, because what potions did back in the day, they healed you or they poisoned you. And a potion, look at the Walgreens logo. It's a cauldron. It's literally a cauldron. So it's a form of witchcraft.
I want to ask you about the 12 laws of the universe.
These 12 laws of the universe, though, that's the real laws. The real laws of power. So I got them right here.
Nobody ever asked me that question before.
What the hell? Stop.
Niggas, I ain't coming on the show again.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
We cruising.
I come in here, it looks professional. Tune into the content.
Like you were telling you guys, I'm like,
I like when people have good questions.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? We're here on the set of Direct Discussions Podcast. Yes, we're doing a late night episode, and today we got Mr. Vontelligent himself, Markus Jones, in the building.
What's good, bro? Hey, y'all probably didn't see me on your For You page talking about something, bro. I kind of know too much, so I just use this as an outlet and use y'all ears so y'all can hear me. But follow me at Vontelligent on everything. Think TikTok Vontelligent 999, but it's Vontelligent on everything. Vontelligent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, thanks for coming on the show today, man. There's so much of your content that I've been consuming as of late, and I'm like, okay, and it's so weird for me because as a content creator myself,
yeah,
I can appreciate a good piece of content based on the technicals that were applied within the content piece itself.
Yeah.
And I was having this conversation with a videographer who also does content on the side like that too. Mm-hmm. And we were both talking, and we're just like, no, this is, we look at other contents, and I noticed the carousels he was doing and all that shit. And I was like, I see what you're doing. This is why I appreciate your piece of content, because of the mess. Because, bro, you're following a fucking recipe. Am I right or am I wrong?
It's a secret recipe. I can't just let it out, but it's a secret recipe, bro. Like, and it's original content too. It's weird. But what was you saying, bro?
Oh yeah, just the recipe to building content, bro. Like, it's kind of like somebody who's into cars can appreciate a car, but somebody who's really into cars can appreciate the work that was put into the car. If that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
But without wasting any time, the reason we have Markus Jones on here, Mr. Vontelligent himself, is because we're going to talk about GMO foods. And the reason we're talking about GMO foods is because Robert Kennedy is going to be in the White House. And who knows, we might get lucky and Trump kicks Fauci out and Robert Kennedy becomes, what was that again? No. He becomes head of the CDC. And you know what Robert Kennedy brings to the table if he's head of the CDC? We're going to make America healthy again. But we need to inform you guys. The shit that you guys are eating right now is not good for you. And my first question, bro, real quick. All right, let's start off the GMO conversation here.
Let's get it.
So let's explain what GMO foods are to people who don't know what they are.
So in school, they taught us what GMO initially means, genetically modified organism, but they didn't get into detail. So a lot of the foods are GMO, and what that could look like is a lot of people eat corn. And so corn itself is a GMO food. What they do to the corn, they change the seed, they change the kernel itself to where it's kind of like a built-in pesticide. Mm-hmm. So they do something with the genetics. We don't really necessarily know. Now they call it bioengineering.
Yeah, bioengineering. Yeah. It's like, bro, stop trying to change up the words and confuse us again.
Exactly. If you look on the back of your label, it'll say contains bioengineered food ingredient. This means the ingredient of whatever you eating, the seed has been modified to do certain things. Maybe grow bigger, maybe prevent bugs, maybe, I don't know. We don't know, bro. So that in itself is kind of bad, because when you eat GMO foods, your genetics are also getting modified. So we don't know what they did to that seed to make it immune to spider mites, but I don't want that same genetic modification going on within my body, because that's how cancer starts, is when your genetics change It's your everything is mathematics, bro. So your body has a DNA structure. That DNA is just an algorithm that makes you who you are. Like your face it's a symmetrical for a reason, because your DNA puts all that together. When you got something else coming in and adding a 2 to your equation, it's going to change up something, which is going to offset something, which is going to cause an imbalance in your body, maybe a hormonal imbalance, maybe an overproduction of cells, maybe maybe a high blood platelet count. Anything could happen to your body. Man, you might develop diabetes. Most people develop diabetes, and this is because your pancreas ain't functioning right. And this is all due to them tuning the seed and changing the seed so it can produce, so they can make money. Like, it costs money. I understand. It costs money to get them pesticides off. Trust me, I grow plants. I got a watermelon garden. I done lost so many watermelons due to the bugs out there. But if you change the seed, you ain't got to keep going out there and spraying all your plants and stuff every day. They have acres of corn, miles of corn. One group of people is not going to be able to spray them bugs every day. So it can really, I don't know. I stay away from GMO foods as much as I can, because I feel like that's the fastest way to get sick. That's definitely the
So
fastest way.
what kind of things? Okay, let's talk. Okay, we're talking about sickness and health risks. So what are some of the health risks associated with eating GMO foods off the top of your head?
It's like off the top of my head, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, DNA modifications. So what that can look like is what I was mentioning earlier. You can have damn acne or something, or you develop eczema or something on your skin, or your hair might get weak and start falling out, or your liver gets damaged and your eyes turn yellow. This is just from lab-made food. Like, GMO is not food. Once it's touched with and played with by somebody else, don't put it in your body, because it's food coming from a science lab, not God. And the only thing we should be eating is natural food. And natural food is because it's from God and it grew out the earth. I go get a bag of chips, it's natural. They cut it, versus a bag of chips that say bioengineered food ingredient on it. That's what's causing autism and all these deficiencies going on with kids. This is the problem. The baby food is GMO. And then you feed the babies the GMO food. You feed the babies the GMO food, and what that does is it causes them to have speech delay, or it causes them to not be able to sleep, or they start getting autism, or it's prolonging the growth of the child, and it also can prolong the healing within your body. Like, it's such a foreign thing to your body. It's like rocket science to even try to process what it is. Like, you got different receptors in your body. On a microscopic level, you got receptors. So if you eat something and it doesn't have anything to bind to, that's known as a free radical. Free radicals can move around your body and knock things over, cut things, or bind to cells. Bind to receptors that shouldn't be binded to, which will cause different types of illnesses in your body. Like we said, cancer.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, bro. Like,
No,
that's
for
really
sure.
that type of shit happens when you eat GMO food. Like,
But one of the biggest arguments against, the introduction of GMO foods into the world is that our oversaturated population, and the biggest argument is, well, we need to make sure there's enough food to feed the people, and with global warming and all this other stuff going on, if we don't genetically engineer our food, then how are we going to feed this rapidly growing population?
that's the narrative that they feed us, because they'll tell you that we don't have enough food to go around. There's a food shortage, but they'll also sell you a lawnmower. You growing a lawn instead of a garden. That's why you're hungry. That's why if everyone on this street had a garden, how many homeless people out there would be asking for money for food? If there was just a local garden we all just go to and just take our seeds that we get from the food that we cook and just give it to them and they plant it, that'll cure
But
world
here's
hunger.
the biggest thing. Whenever you get fruit nowadays, there's no seeds, bro. There's seedless watermelons, seedless grapes, seedless this, seedless that. And why do you think they're trying to get rid of all the seeds in the food now?
Bro, because they in the lab genetically modifying them. And they also don't want you to do what I just said. They don't want you to plant them, bro, like, at all. They don't want you to replant seeds, because how is the farmers going to make money? If I go buy one bell pepper, it comes with 80 seeds. I take them 80 seeds, I get 80 bell pepper plants. So I will never have to buy a bell pepper again if I don't want to. They don't want that because that's too much. That's too much money being lost. The organic industry makes over 90 billion a year, and so that's just the produce itself, bioengineering, all that. The only thing that makes more money than that is marketing. So this is the largest medicine then marketing, and this is the largest industry in the world. So only way that they're gonna lose money is if they sell you things like watermelon, which contains, I don't know, maybe 200, 300 seeds in it, and one watermelon plant grows like a vine, and it'll spit out 8 or 9 or 10 watermelon. So I really feel like that may be the reason that they don't put seeds in it, or I guess profit, maybe appeal to the customer, like a customer appeal thing.
Since we're talking about pills and profiting, the pharmaceutical industry is one of the biggest scammers out there for sure.
Biggest.
And bro, you got to think big pharma is really out here scamming people by modifying all the food to get the people sick and to sell you not even a cure, bro, a fucking treatment, dog.
Band-Aid, literally. It's like a Band-Aid that don't heal the cut. That itself is, the word pharmacy comes from an ancient word. This is what I read in the book. Like, it comes from an ancient word, pharmakia. And pharmakia means potion making place. Pharmacies literally make potions, because what potions did back in the day, they healed you or they poisoned you. And a potion is just medicine. That's literally what it is. When you take some Robitussin, that is a potion, fool. And so when you take that Robitussin, you're literally taking something that somebody made. Look at the Walgreens logo. It's a cauldron. It's literally a cauldron. So it's a form of witchcraft. It's crazy. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, you never seen that? It's like a
No,
bro. Like it's a little cauldron with stars coming out of it and a spoon in it. Only people that we know that uses cauldrons is a witch, and so that's letting me know that these people perform some form of witchcraft. And I don't know what their intention is, but what it could look like is, okay, you get sick, you come to us, we give you the cure, you take that, and you come back to us every single month. If y'all know about business, the best way to make money is to have somebody on a subscription. That's the easiest way to make money. You got 1,000 people paying you $30 a month for some insulin, $30K a month from 1,000 people with diabetes. So it's like, we get more people on diabetes. If we get more people with cancer, we can sell the radiation cure. We can sell the insulin. We can also sell all these other pills that don't heal nothing. And even Jake Paul said it. He said they don't want you to be cured. They want you to stay sick, because if you stay sick, they make money. And a lot of people may think, like, why do they want to do that overseas? If you notice, the food overseas don't got no GMO shit in it.
No, not at all.
Like, at all. There's no red 40. It'll say like beetroot extract for the color red. So it makes sense. Like, overseas, the government pays for their health care. Anytime somebody goes to the hospital, that hospital bills goes right to the government. Over here, that shit get mailed to you. So the reason why is like, okay, I got a medical bill for $5,000 because I had a diabetic attack. Over there, it's like, oh, I just got a check because of my diabetes. So since they don't have to pay over here, they profit over here. So in order for them to profit, the reason why the medical industry is one of the largest industries in the world, and the food is right next to it. What is it called? Not the FDC.
The CDC.
What's the food?
The FDA?
FDA, the
FDA.
Food and Drug
Drug
Administration. So they work together. They work with McDonald's and all them fast food chains that's attached to it. If people don't understand, one thing people don't think or know is McDonald's is separated from Wendy's and Burger. No, those are all part of the same group of people. And so they sell you this cheap food. A burger costs less than an apple. So they sell you this cheap food. This cheap food make you sick. So they send you to the place where you're supposed to get healed. You get on this subscription for 80 years and then die. And so it's like, there is no cure for the problems that you have going on, because you can't afford the cure. You can only afford medication. You can't afford to go out there and buy herbs and get the research and go eat fruit and be on an all plant-based diet. Most people can't afford to do that, and that's unfortunate. But at the same time, I really feel like you can, because I've been plant-based for 3-4 years, and the amount of money I spend on food did not change. I might eat more, but the amount of money I spend on food don't change. And I noticed from that's because I literally decided to be my own doctor. So I'm saving more money by being my own doctor than going to the hospital and getting billed every month for a Band-Aid. Like, that's really all a pill is a Band-Aid.
No, for sure. Cause okay, let's go ahead and pivot this a little way, because if you think about it, most of the time, and this is a quote Dr. Sebi, mentioning the fact that most of the time somebody's body is ailing because of inflammation, and all the things that are out there are causing inflammation. So if you ate a alkaline rich diet, and cut out all the GMO stuff, your body would be able to heal itself properly without all that extra inflammation applied to it. What are your thoughts on that?
So the inflammation, it literally, if we break down the word inflammation, it means inflamed. If you break down inflame, it's flame. So that means the things that you eat, it's alkaline and acid. Alkaline is a high pH food. Food with a high pH will not burn you. But food with a low pH, like acidic food, like sodas, fried things, unhealthy carbs like donuts, cookies, chips, those things like that are acidic to your body. And when you eat it, imagine your cell is like this. You got like a coin or something. Here, I'll hold my leg. So this is the nucleus of your cell. This is where all the DNA and the genetic material for your body is stored. This is the cell wall. This protects that nucleus. When you start having acid constantly hitting against your cell, it starts melting it. So your body has an inflammatory response and sends basically a liquid barrier to go around that cell, which causes swelling, and it causes different types of things. Like if you got inflammation in your lungs, it's because that process is taking place. Like you smoke, you're literally burning your lungs. So you're going to have more mucus. All mucus is an inflammatory response. So I know Dr. Sebi mentioned that the presence of mucus is good until it's coming out the body. Once it's coming out the body, that's a sign of disease. When you got mucus, that means you have an acidic diet. And so that just lets you know that your body's literally on fire. So having an alkaline diet, how that takes away all illness is because it eliminates all mucus. Mucus just captures whatever it is that's burning the cell and it holds it. But the more mucus you got in your body, the more acid and stuff that you got in your body, the more stuff that you have within you that can cause potential damage. So your body won't be able to break everything down unless you're eating a high pH thing and getting assistance from, watermelon with 9 pH or different fruits like berries. I don't know.
Yeah, because blueberries are said to be the most healthiest fruit you can eat because of it. They're rich in antioxidants.
Exactly. And so I don't necessarily know what an oxidant is, but oxide, like dioxide, carbon dioxide. So you're supposed to be breathing out carbon dioxide. So it's an antioxidant. So the reason why that a lot of people do get sick is because the oxygen levels suck. Like their body isn't getting proper oxygen. It's not being able to be distributed around. And that's because you either have something blocking it, things in your blood, high cholesterol, or it's just any area with cancer is an area that lacks oxygen. And so all you do to get more oxygen to your blood isn't just drinking water or breathing. H3O2 is a very potent form of oxygen found in fruits. Yeah. And that is the most hydrated thing a human can have. And if you eat more of those, which is just an alkaline food, you start eliminating your illnesses because you're getting more oxygen in your body.
For sure.
And I was hearing this earlier. I really feel like oxygen is consciousness, bro. Because if I put somebody in the chokehold like this, first thing they're going to do is go unconscious because they don't have any oxygen flowing through their body no more because I stopped their airflow. But that's the same thing going on with different parts of people's body. Like when a certain area of your body doesn't get oxygen, it's just a bad sign. Like it's just literally an open door for disease. So it's like, that's really the issue, honestly.
No, because here's the thing. Your cells need oxygen to survive in order to be able to continue with that life cycle of a cell, where it's like, yes, it does what it needs to do, breaks down, makes a new cell, and continue growing. I was telling somebody this the other day, but did you know that your skin replaces itself every 7 days?
Whoa. That kind of explains, like, when I start cleaning up my diet, like I'll eat bad for a minute, get a pimple, and I'll clean it up, and it'll be back to new in like a week. That makes sense, bro. So like, wait.
But here's the thing: nobody ever noticed that happening because everybody showers every day, and says, because you're scrubbing the dead skin off every time you shower. every time you put on a piece of clothing, it's rubbing against your body. On a microscopic level, you're literally shedding your skin every 7 days.
We do so much to our skin in one day. Like, that's crazy. I ain't even think about it like that, bro. So wait, because I've heard your body will replace the cells in your entire body will replace itself every 60 days to 7 years. So like, you'll literally be an entirely different person in 7 years. Like, you won't even be the same person.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's like it was a wild thing to think about, but also it makes sense because what you eat, your body will literally, those are your building blocks. Your body will take the DNA of everything you eat and copy and paste it into its own genetic structure. So that's why some people that eat, no offense, but some people that eat like pigs or cows are built like pigs and cows. Well, I wouldn't even say cows. Cows are vegan. People that eat like pigs eat anything. They just, and they don't stop. They're always hungry. And that's why they're built that way. And so you are what you eat. And that is real because you are taking in the same genetic structure as everything you eat. So the reason I don't eat meat, because my DNA does not need cow DNA in it. It does not need pig DNA or chicken DNA. It only needs DNA that is compatible with mine. And the only thing that got the same DNA as us is fruit.
Since we're talking about a plant-based diet,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on soy?
Oh my gosh. So I'm finna break this shit down to you. Soy, in short terms, destroys testosterone. The reason why is because there is a receptor not a receptor, but there's a chemical or something found inside of a soybean that destroys your testosterone levels because it mimics an estrogen receptor. So you got this thing that collects testosterone. When you eat this soy, testosterone stops going there and estrogen starts going there. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you don't know what's going on with your body. So you start developing like titties or something, and you start developing a gut. You start gaining weight more easier. And even worse, your parts shrivel up literally from the soys. And also, when you have estrogen in your body, we have pheromones. So must or anything like that is a source of a pheromone. So we have pheromones. If you have testosterone in your body, you will get attracted to women pheromones. If you have estrogen in your body, you get attracted to pheromones. This is a soy attack. So the problem that is going on with America right now, the reason why you'll notice the men back in high school in the 90s and the early 2000s look like grown ass men, full beards, big everything. Look at the seniors now. Everyone's weak and everyone is obese. Is bad because soy. I really would blame all of this on soy. Soybeans are no good because it literally damages the manhood of a man. It literally disrupts the puberty process. So most men aren't even fully developed because they're raised on soybean oil. It's in the fries, it's in the chips, it's in the processed foods. It's in literally Chick-fil-A sauce's main ingredient is soybean oil. The barbecue sauce has soybean oil. McDonald's sweet and sour sauce, soybean oil. All the dipping sauces may be the reason why there's a pandemic out here. And I wouldn't even call it a pandemic. Their body is literally has estrogen in it. So they start getting attracted to the male hormones and it just attracts them to men. They just think they like men. I was born this way or something. No, you have been eating wrong. And something inside of you is pulling in those male hormones and getting attracted to it. And it's also repelling female hormones because estrogen repels female hormones. It gives it off. So they start acting feminine, giving off female hormones and attracting male hormones versus giving off male hormones and attracting female hormones. Now, some people are gay by choice, and that is cool. Like, that is cool. But other people are actually sick, and that is a problem that needs to be fixed. Because I promise you, if their diet changed, you can give me one person who is on a soybean diet, out here eating tofu, and change his diet for a month. Watch how many women he start talking to. Watch him realize what's going on. Like, oh, snap. I'm actually attracted to women, but I was sick. I was eating wrong. It's a diet problem. And like BPAs are the same way. And that's a very dangerous thing. It's found in plastic bottles like this one. I'm drinking BPAs right now. It's a free radical. I tries my best to keep a glass bottle or something because BPAs are found in many different types of plastic. And there's many different. But BPA is bisphenol A, and it's a chemical that also mimics estrogen receptor, and it's also a big reason why a lot of men are sick. Because not even just men, it's men and women. The shower water has it. There's BPAs that's let off into the faucet water, heavy metals, all that are hormone disruptors, and it destroys your manhood or womanhood. It destroys it. Some women go into menopause early, and this is because they're got the perfume with all the different parabens and all that stuff. These are hormone disruptors.
The same thing with the soaps.
Same thing.
Bro, everything, like in the back of the bottle of the soaps, it says got all those parabens in there and whatnot. And then you're literally rubbing all that stuff on your body while you're running with hot water.
Almost daily.
Exactly. And here's the thing about it too. Your pores are open. Mm-hmm. You're letting all that stuff in your body quicker. And why do you think, okay, so think about it this way. Why do you think a lot of people suffer from hair loss, man?
It's the heavy metals that's found in that water that is hitting your hair every night you get in that shower. And also, many people don't know this, but pregnancy, birth control, the pills don't fully break down in your body, and they just leave through the piss. So they leave through the piss, and it goes through the sewage, and it's the chemicals inside the birth control are so small, it's getting through the filters of the water. So that birth control that people are taking is literally coming out into your faucet water, into your hair, into your skin, and it's another hormone disruptor. So your hair loss starts from mineral loss, and your mineral loss starts from not putting the right things in your body, and that's controllable. But there is uncontrollables, like we have to shower. You can go get a shower filter, that's cool. Everybody don't got money to get a high-powered shower filter. So some of us have to deal with it. Some of us, when you get in the car, you get that new car smell. Yeah. That is a BPA. That is burning plastic in the air. When you breathe that in, it's making you gay. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And so it's like,
with all this knowledge that you have, man, I noticed, you ended up starting to write a book.
Yeah.
And one of the first books I came across was Do's and Don'ts, a grocery guide. So tell me, with all this knowledge, what made you want to write a book?
So honestly, I couldn't put everything in a 90-second video. Like, it's just hard to do. And if I make the video longer than 90 seconds, most people have an attention span of a goldfish, so they're not going to stay there for more than 15 seconds.
The crazy thing about it, though, too, with that attention span is the fact that we literally got, with the whole, the reason why we have a bad attention span is because the government wants to go ahead and distract us. And the only way they're going to be able to distract us is by always keeping our attention elsewhere.
I think it really got dumbed down by this thing. Like they purposely putting YouTube reels and Instagram reels and YouTube shorts in your face. 15, 20, 30-second videos with all the dopamine you need. So it's like, why should I stay here for more than a minute? I can go get the same amount of dopamine from a 5-second video. So you start scroll, not doing it fast enough. And it's just a constant thing. And it's like, it's a dopamine shortage too. Like the attention span is definitely a dopamine shortage.
So do you think, so it's so weird because as a content creator, you also have to play the game in order to make content.
Definitely.
And it sucks because, like for me, for example, I like to do long form podcasts because I enjoy a conversation and, I would hope that there's people out there who are willing to listen to who have attention spans longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, those people definitely exist. They definitely exist.
But but also too, I feel like we are part of the problem because we're trying to fit inside of a space where we need to fit in order to have success and share whatever message we have.
I think that comes from like a fear of missing out too. Like most people would do the same thing as somebody else because the rewards that they get from doing that, they also want. But it can also be, it's kind of hard for people to make their own lane now because it's like really AI getting in the way. And then at the same time, it's like the attention span, bro. Like it's hard because there's people out here that do exist that has this very great attention span. And those tend to be the most successful people. But then you also got the people who can't sit down and work on something for more than a day or 2 days or 3 days. That's why they'll never be successful at it. It's if you want to truly be successful, you have to choose something that you're going to be consistent with no matter what happens. You're always consistent with eating, so you're successfully full. So if you're consistent with eating, what's the opposite of hungry? Fed. You're successfully fed. When you go to sleep at night, you're successfully rested. When you take a shower, you're successfully clean. So being successful is progressively moving towards something and getting closer to that result until it is a finished thing. And what people don't understand, they think it's supposed to happen overnight or think it's supposed to happen so fast. And most people are running out of time in their heads, and that's why they try to do what other people do and end up not even fitting in that space because you're in a rush. You don't have time to sit down and create something original. You have to do what everyone else is doing because what everyone else is doing is apparently getting the attention. People don't really have it within them to create the attention, to create the audience. They have to go to the audience or to the people. And it's a good and a bad thing, but at the same time, you can't get in where you can't fit in. Like,
No, for sure.
It's not gonna work like that.
For sure, because if you think about it this way, like how many people are out here doing podcasts? How many people are out here doing motivational, content?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. There's so many. There's so many words. There's only so many words in the English language you can put together to convey the same message. But I think the biggest, part about it is the longevity that you create when creating content. Would you agree?
I definitely think so. And it's how personal are you to the viewer? Because like you said, there's only so many words that you can say. And I say very basic words. I just mix them up differently. But it's a personal thing to the viewer. So in order for you to stick out, you have to know who you're talking to, bro. Like you have to know who you're talking to. And when you choose the right crowd is going to help you stick out. Because the spiritual community, the reason why I was able to blow up so quickly was the spiritual community is a new community who has a very loud voice. So that's going to be my audience. I'm going to talk to them and there's so many different people. There's the reason why there's a bunch of different podcasts, but we only know about what we know about is because of our interest. If I had an interest in a sports topic and an interest in a relationship topic, I'm going to know all those podcasts in those fields. And so it's knowing your niche is very important. Knowing who you're talking to is very, very important because that'll give you, like the attention span thing, if your audience is for successful people, you don't have to worry about making short form content. You can make a 2-3 hour long video talking about Forex and they're going to sit there and watch the whole thing maybe twice or 3 times until they get it. Those type of people you just really have to know who you want to talk to. Like, if you want your audience to be kids, you know what you have to do to get those kids to watch. If you want your audience to be the average person, like the average person that you see on a regular basis, what is the average person like? The average person likes this, this, and this, and this, and this. So you have to make a video for the average viewer. For me, let's say I want to make a video. Every time I make a video is really for a different audience, but for the same audience too. So I'll make a video for the average viewer, and I'll say something like, this is why your soap is dangerous. Everyone uses soap. So it's something that the average person can relate to versus I'll make another video about this is why you need to focus on loving yourself more. These people I'm looking for the self-improvement junkies, the people who like doing the self-improvement stuff. So I'm making a video for them. So now I know exactly what they want to see and I can make it a long video if I want to, but I know that's not the average viewer. The average person isn't focused on personal development, but the average person do use soap. So it's like a game of chess, knowing, okay, I'm finna use a pawn right here. All right, I got to use the king. Got to put out some real knowledge. Yeah. All right, let me use the pawn again. Pawn, until I get to the points where I won the game. Checkmate. And that's really how the whole thing has been. That's really the recipe for me. Like, I done had a TikTok account banned at 200K, TikTok account banned at 220K. Twice, bro. Like, I didn't get the account back. When I got banned the first time, it was permanently banned. Restarted.
That's crazy that you bring that up because I've been seeing a lot of accounts on social media getting banned because they're producing content that is beneficial to the viewer.
Literally. And at the same time, I really feel like it's an attack from overseas because overseas, if you change your VPN to an overseas server, information constantly. Change it back to a United States server, challenges. Balloon pops, 20v1s, like it's stupid. So it's like it's the people that are getting banned. It's a psychological warfare thing too, because we live in a system where they literally told us, the people that made this system literally told us, I don't want a land of thinkers, I want a land of workers. Workers aren't allowed to think, just do. And that's what they want us to do, is literally just do. Just be on here just doing shit. Not thinking about, oh, I've been scrolling for 10 minutes. Let me go do something productive for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they can feed you that quick burst of dopamine, then who's to say that you're not content with just going to work?
Right. And it's like, when you have that source of dopamine, it makes you not want more. And sometimes it's really a security thing. And having a sense of security raises dopamine in itself. And it also raises the hormones that make you feel safe. So let's say you got a job and it's a good job. You got benefits. It pay you good. You got you a house and a car. All those things, that job provides dopamine for you. That job is giving you somewhere to stay, to call home, somewhere to drive to, money to go play. It's providing you dopamine. Even when you get money, it's a dopamine response that happens. And so as long as they keep you in that set spot and then they give you these so you can get the dopamine that you're looking for outside of your job, you'll never strive for more. But it was a time where I didn't have a job and I put the phone down for a minute. Like, I literally only gave myself an hour a day at a point in time to just be on the phone. And that's what got me into making content. Like, if I'm going to pick this thing up, I'm going to be doing something. And I like to earn my dopamine. It's called instant gratification. Most people have a problem with that because they're out here searching for, like, you go get a blunt. And then after that blunt, you need something to drink. After you drink and smoke, now you need to go eat some food. And you're not going to eat nothing healthy. Of course not.
No, because what's healthy? What's open healthy at 2 a.m?
Yeah, right. You go to Taco Bell. So you're going to go to Taco Bell after you get drunk. When you staying up late to 2 a.m. because you at the club chasing dopamine. And then once you get back, after you eat that food, what you do, you cut on your blue light, your TV. So you sit there and you watch your TV while you swallow your Coke. And it's a dopamine. It's just so much dopamine, sugar, massage. Like, it's so much dopamine, bro. Like, it fries your dopamine receptors, which goes back to the attention spans being a problem. And it also goes back to people not being able to strive for more. This system, as long as they keep your dopamine levels extremely high, you would never be at a point to where your dopamine levels are low because you know you're not doing nothing for yourself. So as long as you're high and happy off dopamine, you will never question what's going on. They said if you give a man good sex, good food, and something fun to do and entertainment, he ain't gonna ask for nothing else. Like, it'll be good. Because it's the highest hits of dopamine, and all that can be found here. I can go watch somebody eating food and get the same dopamine. Like, it's crazy.
As if
bro.
you were to be eating the food.
Exactly. And I can go, same thing, go to the hub and go watch a woman get cracked. Why I just don't
You know what? I think the biggest problem with this sense of dopamine that we were inflicted with was when we were kids eating these sugary ass cereals.
My nickname is Sugar Monster because I literally used to climb the refrigerator and dig in the sugar and eat it. Or drink syrup. Bro, I was on it. Like, I was a junkie for some sugar. I still eat sugar to this day. Like, it's probably it's 100 times more addictive than crack itself. So that alone is like it's a scientific name for sugar.
Glucose.
So you got glucose, fructose, sucralose, and then you got galactose. Galactose is found in breast milk. But the only thing that we really need is fructose, and that's sugar found in fruit. Somebody said one time, I told somebody I was on an all fruit diet for like a month. It was like, you better not eat too much fruit, you'll get diabetes. I was like, what do you mean? And they were saying, like, because of sugar in it. They literally told us, I remember my teacher telling me this. In school, they told us, they didn't explain sugar to us. They just told us sugar gives you diabetes. So I'm thinking this whole time growing up, fruit is bad for you because if you eat too much, you're going to get diabetes because it's sweet. And so we didn't understand how sugar works. Sugar is actually energy. But when you have refined sugar or burnt sugar with bone char thrown in it and bleached sugar, it is so damaging to your DNA because you see what it do to your teeth.
Yeah.
Like, imagine what it do to the soft tissues inside your gut and your brain. Like, and so sugar travels fastest to the brain. It's like, I seen this video and it was like a animation and they ate a donut and that donut was digested, and then the stomach, the workers in the stomach was like, dang, a donut again? We're down here. We need vitamin C. We need this. We need that. And they was like, it was one on crutches and shit. Like, I need vitamin C. And then, so they took the messenger of the body. I forgot what it was. The brain. Mm-hmm. Well, no, it wasn't the brain. It was like the messengers of your body. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
I think your hormones. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it took that message up to the brain, and it was telling the brain, hey, your gut is dying. And it was the sugar cube. It was the sugar cube that traveled up. And it traveled up to the brain, and it was like, bro, everything's dying. And then he was like, I'm ready. Laid out a massage table. The brain laid on the table, started getting massaged by the sugar. And then after he gave him the massage, the sugar had to be dispersed into somewhere. So it dispersed into the other fat cells, and the other fat cells were just different sugar cells that the brain previously ate. And it gave it a massage.
It's leftovers.
Yeah. Bro, that even brings me to this topic. Somebody was talking about this. 90% of the food you eat not even digested by you. And it's weird. Only 10% of everything you eat is actually digested by this body. You have different bacteria in your gut. You got parasites in your gut. Sometimes it can be a mutual relationship between you and a parasite. But 9 times out of 10, it's not. So,
bro, have you seen those videos where people are eating parasites on purpose to lose weight?
Bro, what? On purpose? Like
yeah, on purpose. Yeah, on purpose.
Bro, what? Where you see this at?
My algorithm.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. If you out here eating parasites, bro, put the cuffs on you. Take them, officer, because nah, bro. Eating a tapeworm, bro, to lose weight? That's the laziest shit. I thought Ozempic was lazy. That's some lazy shit. You eat a parasite to eat the food that you eat. That don't make sense.
You know the crazy thing about Ozempic is that they pretty much just make you not eat at all. Okay, think about it. Okay, so Ozempic. Somebody I knew was on Ozempic, right? And he was telling me, "Oh, I'm just never hungry. I've been losing all this weight." But it really just solidifies parts in your body that breaks down food and dulls those brain receptors that make you want to eat.
So Ozempic just be making people fast?
Yeah.
Why they just don't fast?
Because people don't fast nowadays because they lack the self-control to normalize what they eat. Because think about it, if you're fasting, you really only need to hit the 12-hour mark for your body to start breaking stuff down. Exactly.
It's something called intermittent fasting. I do that every day. I don't eat for 16 hours, and in this 8-hour window, I'm allowed to eat. So let's say I wake up at 9 o'clock, I'm not going to eat a thing until it's about 4 o'clock. And then after 8 o'clock, I'm not eating nothing. Look, if you want to lose weight in 30 days, we got Christmas, January, February, March. Spring break is 4 months away. If you're trying to look good by spring break, have a 6-pack, or if you're trying to lose them love handles, or ladies, whatever y'all trying to do, y'all trying to get y'all jawline and all that shit right, intermittent fast. Delete breakfast and delete dinner. Eat lunch. That's it. Only eat lunch. On God, you're going to lose so much weight.
Okay, but here's the thing with intermittent fasting. If you're not eating the right stuff while you're doing it, your body is going to put itself in starvation mode. Meaning, yes, you can intermittent fast, but because you're not eating the right stuff or eating enough calories, your body's going to immediately store that as fat.
And so, now look, this is the thing. Your body is what you said on starvation mode is also known as autophagy mode. Autophagy mode happens 3 days after you don't eat anything. So when your body's in starvation mode, it starts looking for different things to eat, such as cancer cells, tumors, other fat cells that's laying around, sugar even, free radicals, all the things that's floating around in your body that's not supposed to be there. It literally gets desperate for food, so it starts eating itself. And then when there's nothing left, your body is fully healed, fully clean, because it just went through a cleaning process because it was hungry. And so that can be a thing. Like, if you're going to intermittent fast, don't eat McDonald's once a day. Don't eat something that obviously doesn't have the nutritional value that you need once a day. Like what I do, I'll eat a big ass meal at 4, like more than 2,000 calories, and just eat all the calories I need right there. Because what it does, your body is trained to eat once throughout the day. Because on some primal shit, we wake up, we go hunt, we eat our food, we rest, wake up for the next day, repeat the process. Now we wake up and eat. There is no hunting left. We wake up and eat, then go hunt, then go eat, then go hunt again, then eat again, and then save a little bit for later, and then snack in the middle of the night. It's so much eating that goes on throughout the day, and it's not a natural thing.
And here's the biggest problem about eating. And, I'm going to pivot this towards men. Because back when, on some primal shit, like you said, men who were hunting, their testosterone levels were raised because the way
Bro,
you
what?
raise your so the way you raise your testosterone level as a man is to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Think about it. Why do you think so many guys are swole as shit coming out of prison? Because they're surrounded with men, and it's dangerous, bro. So your body's obviously saying, "All right, we need to up our testosterone levels so we can defend our."
Survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, bro. So putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation will eventually make you more of a man.
Hey, I'm not saying that, but it does raise testosterone levels, and if you want to raise testosterone levels, you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
So I got like, what would that look like? Like, say, because I know my form of getting uncomfortable is like just doing shit I know I don't want to do. Like, if I know I don't want to go run, or I know don't want to make a video today, make a video. Like, I literally go against my own internal comfort zone.
But I think it has to be more of a physical thing in a sense, because if you think about it, if you work out all the time, you're automatically raising your testosterone levels. But
Tight.
you putting your mind to do something, that's more of a mental barrier that you're trying to break, if that makes sense. But it has to be one of those things where you put your body in a life or death situation, because the adrenaline starts pumping. Then you start thinking, then your body's like, okay, well, we need to start increasing our testosterone if we're going to be put in this environment where we need to be able to, make a decision between life or death. The body obviously wants to live, so it increases testosterone. Then you get stronger, then you start, moving faster. You become bigger.
I'm not gonna lie. So it makes sense. So if you put yourself in a situation to where you damn near not die, but you feel like you're dead, like I'm working out, till like my damn arms falling off, or doing squats or some shit till your legs can't move no more. Like that in itself probably would make your body say like, we got our ass whooped last time, we not getting whooped again. So I'm finna give you more ingredients, more testosterone, more of this, because I thought you had enough. So it start like producing more shit. That's what you saying,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah, but also too,
Chico.
it depends on what you eat too, because I mean, like you said earlier, there's things out there that ruin testosterone in men with all the soys, the BPAs, the parabens, all that stuff out there. All that stuff's out there making all these men lose their testosterone. Why do you think men are going bald quicker than normal, bro? And yes, we can lead it to genetics and whatnot, but also too, like
They don't do
the
shit.
reason you lose your hair
Yeah.
at a young age is because you lose testosterone. You don't have enough testosterone.
Damn. So it's like, so hair growth really comes down to like hormones too.
Exactly. Exactly.
Damn.
I mean, yes, genetics will always be there, but in order to mitigate it, it comes down to your hormones, because if your hormones are in balance, then you start going bald, Think about that's why you see these people always trying to sell Rogaine and shit like that. Because they're like, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what the fuck is in Rogaine, but I'm not gonna put no foam in my hair to grow it out.
Grow that
Like,
shit, yeah.
yeah, like, bro, you're literally putting chemicals on your brain, and now you get brain cancer.
Oh my gosh. See, I ain't even think about it like that, bro. Like that shit is literally right on your brain.
Yeah.
It seep through your skull, get into your shit. Now you got, what is it called? Rogaine. You got
Yeah.
Rogaine and shit on your damn brain, bro.
Yeah, no. But think about it. The skin on your head is the most sensitive part, so things are going in and out there easily.
Got a soft spot up here too.
Uh-huh.
And your brain is sealed. I mean, your skull is sealed together like this. It's not just one thing. It's
No.
sealed together. So there's cracks in it. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of make me want to think twice about even putting conditioner in my shit. Cause I don't even use shampoo to wash my hair. I just use conditioner because shampoo removes oils, sometimes the good oils too. Conditioner just putting in that scientifically made conditioners and oil.
You see, here's the thing about people that people don't understand. When it comes to washing your hair, you don't have to wash it every day.
Right.
You wash it maybe 3-4 times a day. I mean, 3-4 times a week, and then you're golden. So if you can wash your hair, because I mean, yeah, you're gonna have dead skin that you're gonna have to eventually get off your scalp,
Yeah,
whatever,
dandruff
right?
and shit, yeah.
Yeah, but that layer of oil in your hair is actually a protective barrier that your skin produces for itself. But if you're always washing, think about it this way: people always talking about, oh, I need to go get an enema to clean my colon. You're literally ruining your colon like that.
Literally, because your body is already trained to do that. So it's like you just saying, I got it, and you just clean it out yourself. Like,
Yeah, because if you do that, yeah, you're getting the fecal matter out of your colon, but you're also stripping away the natural habitat of bacteria in there,
oh,
and that's why people get sick when they get their colons clean like that.
that makes sense. So like back to what I was saying earlier, how you only digest 10% of your food. That other 90% is that bacteria. So if you crave a damn eclair or some shit, you not craving that eclair. That eclair is what that bacteria in your gut depends on to stay alive. So your favorite food might not be your favorite food. It might be that bacteria's favorite food. So that, bro, that's crazy. I never knew like colonoscopies, ain't that's what it's called?
No.
Or colonics?
The Colonex.
Bro, what the fuck? And they just it's that tube with the water and
That
shit.
that
and
tube
you
with the
see
water
little
and
turd
shit and a
floating
little
in.
turd floating
That's
through.
some bullshit. I would never do that.
Yeah,
Just drink burdock root. You'll be all right and do the same shit.
exactly.
Prune juice.
Yeah.
Bro.
Prune juice, also too, and this is kind of gearing towards the energy drink market. Yeah, they're throwing all these fucking chemicals in you to keep you awake, but at some point with the energy drinks, they are really just bad for you. Because okay, I used to drink energy. I mean, I still drink energy drinks, but it's gotten to a point where it doesn't even affect me anymore. At this
Damn.
point, I just drink it for the headaches.
What? So wait. This is what I be telling people that drink energy drinks. If your heart only has so many beats, probably I don't know how many times your heart beat a day, but it only has so many beats. One day is going to be its last beat, meaning your heart does not beat forever. So if you drink an energy drink that makes your heart race, it's stealing heartbeats from you. So instead of your heart beating maybe 20,000 times in one day, it's gonna beat 30,000 times in one day. And so if your heart is beating more than it's supposed to in a day, that's going to take days off your life because you're supposed to be saving heartbeats for other days. I don't really even drink. I drink an energy drink like maybe like once, twice a year, a Celsius, something that's like plant based or something like that with ginseng in it. Yeah. But you got other things that got taurine. I forgot
Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bull got taurine in it, and that is a form of bull sperm, which is it's crazy, bro. Like it's a real form of bull sperm, and then it's something else, but it's human sludge, bro. It's like human sludge that comes from sewage factors. I forgot what it's called, bro. It's it's one of the last ingredients on the can, but it has.
I know what you're talking about. Let me, because it's a B12 variant.
Yes, it's a vitamin B12, but it's called something. Hold on, B12 in Red Bull. Damn, I wish it wouldn't be so fuzzy on here. It's listed as vitamin B12 on here, but that's not what it is. I mean, that is what it is, but they hide in the name of the ingredient. Xanthan gum, that's a full name.
Yeah, that's cyan.
Cyanobalamin, some shit like that. Cyanobalamin, that shit.
Yeah.
That's what they find. They get that from the human sludge plants, bro. It's like foam that forms on top of shit piss water, and they scoop it. Real shit. Like, they scoop it off. It's an energy drink thing now. So I don't trust energy drinks alone. Number one, they steal heartbeats. Number two, some got bull sperm in it. Number three, some got shit in it. Number four, there's no herbs in it. There's like 2-3 herbs. You can eat a cordyceps mushroom. You can go take what else gives you energy? Tangat Ali. You can take ashwagandha. These are energy things. You can go eat a whole watermelon or a banana and you'll be good. Like anything that I ain't gonna lie, anything that make your heart beat faster is not good for you. Cause your heart is already beating. That's like running your car at 110 miles everywhere you go. Eventually, it's gonna break down. Like your body can only go so many miles, and the more your heart is beating, you putting miles on your car, basically.
Since we're on the topic about energy, everybody thinks that you need to sleep 8 hours a day to get rested. No, what you need to do is go ahead and get a 4-hour nap in, sleep for 4 hours, and then get 2 or 3 naps in every day, and that's how you get your energy up.
Bro,
no,
so
because
2 or 3 naps a day.
I mean, 2 or 3 naps a day. Because think about it, you need to get in order to get some good sleep, you need to put yourself in a REM and some REM sleep. Mm-hmm. If you're not, think about it, because the body produces REM sleep maybe 2 or 3 times a night.
Yeah,
and the rest of the time you're just kind of laying there. But if you're not getting that REM sleep, then it's like, okay, then you wake up tired.
So yeah, REM sleep is a very important part of sleep because it's when your body's actually resting.
Exactly.
And it takes like we have a sleep cycle is 3 to 4 hours. So
Exactly.
getting a full sleep cycle is okay. I could see that.
Okay, let me blow your mind real quick. So me personally, I only ever sleep for 4 hours. I sleep for 4 hours because I get my REM cycle in there. Because if you sleep anymore, then you're resting, but you don't have that REM. You don't have that second REM cycle
Yeah.
happening. So that's why you wake up tired. So I train myself to sleep for 4 hours, and then throughout the day, I'll take a 10-minute nap. Strictly 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes. And this is why I say 10 to 15 minutes, because I've already trained myself to be in a position where as soon as I close my eyes and I'm resting, I wake up in 10 minutes and I've already had a whole dream.
So damn, you basically meditating. 10 to 15. So you really be sleep. Cause it take me about 10, 15 minutes to go to sleep. Sometimes I can just, but like most of the time, like, so wait, do you do this on like a window where you have like 10, 15 minutes, or you do it like where you actually have time? Like maybe
I'm going to give
3
you an
hours?
example. On the days that I work mornings,
Yeah.
I'll go to bed at 12, wake up at 4, I'm good to go.
Okay.
But by the time I get out of work, I have a good 2-hour window where I'm going to my daughter's school, picking her up from school, whatnot. If I don't take that nap in the car for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then I'm going to have to take it when I get home.
Oh.
But in the car, I know what time I have to get up. So if I want to get that sleep, I'm like, okay, here's my alarm set. Wake up. Okay, I'm good. I don't need to go
So
to
you do it when you actually have time to
Yeah.
go into sleep.
Yeah.
And okay.
Because it's going to sleep isn't about being comfortable and having a blanket and all that.
Yeah.
It's about effectively shutting off your brain to get the energy that you need to make it out
Yeah.
throughout the day.
Genuinely resting.
Genuinely resting. That's all it is. Because everybody, I mean, yes, we're trained. Okay. Look, check this out. Back when, on some primal shit, back and then, think about it this way. Yes, everybody would go to sleep when it's dark, but you have to be on alert. Every little noise is gonna wake you up. Let's say for example, you're sleeping in a tent. The littlest the littlest break of a twig or rustling of the leaves is gonna wake you up.
Yeah.
So you were never really resting for that long. Because think about it this way: the body does not want to be in a position where they're most vulnerable for a long period of time. So back then, they would only sleep for 4 hours, maybe even less. Maybe wake up in the middle of the night, because then, you would have different people in different tribes and whatnot saying, okay, I'm going to go to sleep for 4 hours. I'm going to keep a lookout. And then you go to sleep.
Damn. So it's like it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
Sleeping 8 hours is genuinely dangerous outside of your house.
Exactly.
Damn. So I can't sleep for 8 hours outside. Like I can probably only take an hour nap. Like I used to sleep outside, bro. Throw a cover down in the front yard and go to sleep. And I'm actually trying to take naps, like 2, 3, 4 hours. Because I'm in the sun, sunbathing, trying to chill. But like, I cannot go to sleep more than an hour, 2 hours. So that actually makes sense. And it's great. Like, I've never thought about that, bro. That's shit actually crazy, bro.
Why do you think the majority of the people who are most successful only sleep for so long? You look at Mark Wahlberg, for example. He's already up by 1 a.m., but because he went to bed like at 8 or 9. And his day starts at 1 a.m.
So I think most successful people master their primal tendencies, such as like being comfortable, wanting to eat or wanting to sleep more than what they're actually supposed to do, and going against their own instincts, or even tapping into those instincts, your survival instincts, and tapping into the ability to make yourself basically upgrade in a way genetically. So like you said, going to sleep and training your body to sleep for 4 hours and then take 10, 15-minute naps probably does have a huge effect on your energy levels, because it's like you training your genetics to do things different. So of course the energy levels that come from that is going to be different versus sleeping 8 hours. Like that makes so much sense, bro. Because Elon Musk literally sleeps for 4 hours, no more, only 4 hours. Like he probably does the same thing you do, take naps too.
Yeah.
I heard he sets, like how he lives his day, he sets a 15-minute timer. And every time it ends, he restarts it. And it just keeps his brain focused. Like for 15 minutes, he's doing one thing. Once that ends, all right, I might go eat for 15 minutes or eat for 30 minutes. But it's like he always has a 15-minute timer going. Anytime you check his phone, it's a 15-minute timer. And I don't know why he does this, but it's like really a key to his success because it keeps him focused. Like, what did I do this last 15 minutes? Or what am I going to do the next 15 minutes? Or what's going on right now? Like, it really keeps you present, really keeps you locked in. Especially when you get obsessed with the clock. Like, I've tried it, bro. And I was obsessed with hitting restart. Oh, it's been 15 minutes. Restart. I'm going to go be productive again. And sometimes I would give myself tasks to do it throughout the day. I'm going to do this one for 15, this one for 15, this one for 15, this one for 15. And I'm going to start back with this one. So it's like my brain is always, I don't know if that kind of damages your attention span or what, but I got so much shit done at that period of time that I was using his technique. But
So here's what I'm getting from that. So essentially, yes, you are basically taking advantage of the fact that attention spans have been lowered in order to become more productive.
damn, I ain't think about it like that. But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because I
Pretty
mean,
much.
bro, because if you're actively putting the discipline into doing XYZ for a shorter period of time, you're actually getting stuff done instead of using those 15 minutes and just scrolling for 15 minutes.
Yes, bro. Like, it'd be times I'm scrolling. Timer go off like, damn, I've been scrolling for 15 minutes. Yeah, let me go do something else. It's like I don't know, bro. It's like a productive hack. If I set one right now and it goes off, I'm gonna be looking at my phone like, oh damn, we've been doing the podcast for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a really, for me, I think what kept me doing it is it helped me raise my dopamine a little bit. Because it's like I'm proud of myself. I just did something productive for 15 minutes. Like I'm fake proud of myself. And I do it something else. I do the same thing for another 15 minutes. And then another 15 minutes. And then another 15 minutes. I'm like, I just stay focused for a whole hour by reshifting my attention. Like just restarting the clock. It resets my attention. So I think that 15-minute timer resets our attention spans every time it goes off.
So, real quick before we wrap up, I want to ask you about the 12 laws of the universe.
Okay.
Yeah, so what are the 12 laws of the universe that you've written down in one of your books?
So let me go to the list because it's always hard to name off the top of the head real quick. Let me see.
You know, the reason I bring that up is because everybody has, laws this, laws that, like the 48 laws of power. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, I live and die by 48 laws of power. But are you really actually implementing the book in your life? Or are you just using it as an ego boost? Let's be real here,
I
guys.
think that's
Comment
an
below.
ego boost. Like that 48 laws of power that shit ain't gonna work on me. Like I see right through that shit. Like, what is it? Never outshine the master. If I know you good at something, I'ma know you good at something. Like I don't agree with that. Like if I feel like I'm good at something and I know this person is great at it, I'm gonna show him what I'm great at and show him how good I am at it. And since he's such a master, tell me how to improve. But I get where they coming from with that. Like never outshine the master, but that shit ain't gonna work on me. I ain't gonna lie. These 12 laws of the universe, though, that's the real laws of power. So I got them right here. So the first law is the law of divine oneness. What that means is everything is one. Me and you are the same thing. We come from the same cup of water. It's just like God dipped the cup in the water and threw it out, and we landed in different places. Now we got different shapes and sizes. And so, like, that's our personalities and how our body shape like that. But everything is literally one. We all are cut from the same fabric. Like, God has maybe 4 or 5 materials that he uses, and those are the elements. Earth, wind, fire, air. Earth, wind, fire, air, water. Damn, there's 5 elements?
Yeah.
There's only 4. Oh, I guess.
Shit.
So there's 5 elements.
Oh, we
So-
got to revise.
yeah, that's crazy. So the 5 elements, that's what God used to build the whole universe, and it's just spread throughout, and we're just one of the elements. So that's how we're all divinely one. On the law of vibration is stating that everything is constantly moving. So it's always in a state of vibration, and things that got the same vibration will attract to each other. So, perfect example. If I turn on this radio station, if I tune my radio to 97.9, the frequency and vibration that is coming out of that 97.9 beat tower is going to connect to my car because I tune my radio to that station. So when you don't like your life is because you have your vibration tuned to the wrong vibration. And what your vibration is your emotional state. And so the law of vibration literally means everything that is vibrating attracts to each other. So if you want to master master the things that you have attracted to you, you have to master your vibration. In order to master your vibration, you got to master your energy, because energy turns into vibration. Energy turns into frequency, and frequency turns into vibration. When energy is frequently vibrating, it makes life. Energy frequently vibrating. So that's I ain't gonna lie, I just came up with that on the spot. That's actually hard. Energy that frequently vibrates is when life happens. I'm literally energy that's frequently vibrating. I've been frequently vibrating for 21 years. So that's what that's saying. Anything, this table is vibrating. It has a frequency, it has its own special vibration, special frequency. That's why this table don't look like that table, but they're both tables. They just have different vibrations applied. The law of correspondence is stating that it's the boomerang effect. Whatever you throw out will come back to you. All the energy you give will come back to you. Maybe not in this life, but you're going to get hit right in the chest with it when you pass on. Maybe you get hit with it the next day. But every piece of energy that goes out into the universe will eventually return back to its home state. So if I play a boom, for example, look, you see that bar every time I talk? You see where it starts at when there's no noise being made. If I make noise, it's going to return back to silence every time.
Yeah.
So that's the law of correspondence. The law of attraction, that's everybody's favorite shit. So the law of attraction is simple as this. Basically, the things that you have in your life are a reflection of the energy that you have in you. Everything attracts to it's the same thing as the law of vibration. Everything that has the same vibration will attract to itself. So those are literally almost the same laws. So the law of vibration is saying everything is vibrating, and the law of attraction is saying everything that vibrates will attract the vibrations that are just like its own. So if you have fake friends and your life is messed up, look within. That's literally how it goes. Everything that you attract is on the same vibration as you. The other one is the law of action, like we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Faith is dead without action. Faith is dead without work. So everything in the universe that is moving, there's kinetic energy and potential energy. Potential energy is potential, it's just potential. And so the law of action is saying everything that is actively happening is actively real and physical. All this shit in this room, it took action to make. This house took action to build. This video is taking action to make. Everything works with action. And for every action, there is a reaction. So every life is just reactions to yesterday. And so everything that's happening today is a reaction to yesterday. And what happened yesterday is a reaction to the day before and the years before and the centuries before. We are literally reacting to the first day of Earth. We are all reacting to the Adam and Eve story right now. And so if Eve wouldn't have ate that apple, life wouldn't even look how it looked. Who knows if that story is real? Don't even care. If Eve would have never ate that apple, this should be completely different. So that is saying that every small action in the universe has a reaction. No matter how big or small it is, every action has a reaction. The law of cause and effect, same thing. Every action has a reaction. That's the law of cause and effect. Your life is not going to be affected by money if you don't cause anything. You want your life to change. That is an effect. You have to be the cause, or you're going to be the effect of the cause. The cause that a lot of y'all are the effect of the current cause that's going on right now. All the way, all the matrix shit, all y'all bots and shit, just being bots. Y'all are an effect of the programming, and the programming is the cause of the intention. So the potential energy brought down and they put it out. It's the law of action. So all this shit work together, bro. Excuse me, but the law of cause and effect, that's simple. Y'all learned that at school. If I pull this rubber band back, that's the cause, the effect. Wow, you get hit with it. That's how I learned it. The law of compensation. You basically, everything you have, you deserve. So what you give, you get. It don't even gotta be no physically giving things. If I go out there and I'm pouring in love into a certain person, what I'm going to get back is the same amount of love. If I'm pouring love into the world, what I'm getting back from the world is love. And so that's why I make free videos. That's just love. I just off love. what I get back is more love, comments, literally likes. So it's like law of compensation that goes a long way, especially when you understand it. Like a lot of people want shit in their life, but they don't want to do nothing for nobody else. You're not gonna get it. Like one thing that Jesus understood was go to the people. He told all 12 of the disciples, if y'all want this message to spread, go to the people. Go to the people, go to the people, go to the people. Help them, love them, and do what you got to do, because no matter what, you will always get reciprocated and a compensation for the works that you do. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy means energy is always changing. Your life is either getting better or worse. It's never staying the same. And so that's how I look at it. But in reality, everything is changing and it's never going to stay the same. The earth is in a different position with different clouds, with different types of people on it every day. Earth is never the same. Any second, it's always changing. Tectonic plates are always shifting. Everything is always changing. Even that star that you see that's been in the same spot since you was a kid, it's constantly changing because it died millions of years ago, but the light is just now reaching you. And now that light is finna pass you, and eventually that star won't shine no more. So everything is always changing. And the reason why what I put in this book about it is the law of perpetual, it's always a hard one to say. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy literally means like I can either keep doing my bad habits and let my energy change into the result of a bad habit, or I can cut off my vices and let my body and life change. Because how I look at it, either way it go, that time is going to go by. And with time comes change. With change comes new things. So that in itself, that's like time literally just changes shit. Like that's all time is. But the next one is the law of relativity, meaning everything is relative based off the viewer. So let's put a 6 in the middle right here. You'll see it as a 6. No, you'll see it as a 9, and I'll see it as a 6. But we can change perspectives and see the same thing. So everything is relative. And meaning all truth is relative as well, based off how it's told to you and how you was raised upon and how you see it. So when you understand the law of relativity, you'll understand we don't know shit. And that's the scary part. Like that's the deepest law, is when you understand everything is relative. What you think is a good house, somebody might think is a bad house. Your perspective is a very special perspective because nobody else thinks like you. The law of relativity literally states that nothing has the same perspective. Nothing has the same point of view. I'm living life. We're in the same room, but I'm Marcus. What's your name, bro?
Roger.
Roger. And you're Roger, bro. And we're experiencing the same shit through different bodies, bro. With a different story, with a different perspective and paradigm on life. So you're never right and you're never wrong. It is just a relative way that you look at whatever you're looking at. And if you look at it from another point of view, it might shift your whole paradigm. The next one, we got 3 left. The law of rhythm. It's just like music. Everything has a pattern. Everything has a pattern. Bricks, the way they're laid out, has a pattern. It's called sacred geometry. It's the divine mathematics that's found within all the plants and stuff. This has a pattern. Everything is a pattern. Even the way that you speak, the sound that comes out your mouth, how your name, that's a whole pattern. The type of clothes you got on, that's a pattern. You have a rhythm. And a rhythm is the same thing as vibration. The law of rhythm is really stating the law of frequency. The law of frequency is saying everything has a divine pattern that it follows. Just like your DNA. Your DNA has a divine pattern that it gives off to your brain, and your brain builds your body with it. And so that rhythm in itself gives you your swag and your sauce. So if you trying to change up your life, then you need to change your rhythm. Change how you flowing, change how you feeling, and everything gonna change. And the law of polarity, everything has an opposite. So up comes down, red, blue, hot, cold. So that's another law in the universe. I would think about that the other day. At what point of warm does it become hot? Like at what point of hot and cold does cold become hot and hot become cold? Like we call it warm, but if we delete warm, what is hot and what is cold? And that comes down to relativity too. What I might think is hot, you might think is cold. So everything has an opposite, but it's also based on the experience too. So that's the law of polarity and the law of gender. Everything has feminine and masculine energy. Everything. So the feminine energy in the room is literally the energy. The masculine shit is the shit you can see. The building blocks, literally all the physical shit that's built. That's the masculine energy. And then within us, the masculine energy within the man and the women is the body and the physical part. The feminine energy is what you can't see. So the feminine energy is the softer energy. The masculine energy is the more hard body shit. And it's literally presented in physical form through our bodies and shit. And yeah, that's all 12 of the laws of the universe.
Man, that's crazy. So for real quick, before we wrap up, if anybody wants to get this book, where can they find this book?
So I'm going to show y'all right here. If you go to my Instagram,
You can point to this one right here if you want.
go to my Instagram, bro. Click that link in my bio. And what's going to pop up is 5 websites. Click that top one right there, official website. Or you can just go to vontelligent.square.site. And my whole entire library will pop up.
Eventually, right?
Yeah, eventually. It has all my books on here, bro. All the different ones that I wrote. They're all ebooks. Right now, I have a sale going on. For everyone that buys this ebook, the new one, Manifesting Like a Pro, I'll send you all 4 of them for free. This one, $11. So you can either buy the bundle for $22. That's still on sale. Or you can buy the one ebook, the new manifestation book. And that's $11.50. And you get all 5 books for $11, bro. Infinite knowledge. We got do's and don'ts, the art of getting your shit together, the 12 laws of the universe for dummies, where I break down even more how I broke it down in this. I break it down better in that book because everything's just lined up. Got the powerful art of abstinence that's explaining my 500-day semen retention journey. And then I also got, did I say do's and don'ts?
Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning.
Okay, bet. Yeah, they're my books right there. So yeah, y'all go lock in with that. And yeah, shit, that's where you get the books. That's
there
where
you
get
go.
the books. Yeah.
I want to thank you for coming on the show and dropping some gems and knowledge and whatnot. It was very refreshing to have an intellectual conversation with an individual
Appreciate it,
who
bro.
can understand certain topics that I kind of resonate with.
Yeah.
With that being said, man, we're gonna catch you guys on the next episode of Direct Discussions Podcast. David couldn't make it out here today. We're supposed to have Joey from a previous episode to talk about this stuff, but hey, maybe next time. Until then, like, subscribe, comment, and do check out Vontelligent for more info. See ya.